Hello everyone, my name is Sanalanda and welcome to the YouTube channel. Today, we are going to discuss on how to start a YouTube channel in 2020. But before that, hit intro. Welcome back. Before we start, I would like to introduce my collaborator for today, Ryan Gaba.
Yes, I like to welcome myself. Welcome
yourself.
everyone.
Yes, welcome
Yes,
yourself.
welcome
my
Sunny
YouTube
to your channel.
Thank you. Welcome myself. What are we going to discuss today?
So for today, we're going to discuss how to make your YouTube channel in year 2020.
Yes.
Let's roll it.
Tip number 1.
Recording device. So ito yung gagamitin mo to capture your content. It can be your mobile phone, GoPro, or a DSLR. So depende na lang sa resources na available sa'yo.
But if you are a beginner, pwede ka muna syempre gumamit kung ano yung meron ka. Kung ano yung meron tayong lahat, which is cellphone. Lahat ng cellphone natin ay may camera. Kaya normally, yung mga beginners, they start with a cellphone. You have to take note. A cellphone camera, especially the most recent ones, have a really high resolution. Minsan mas maganda pa yung quality nila sa mga like sa GoPro. Mas maganda pa yung quality nito kaysa na piniproduce ng GoPro. And also, yung mga sa low light, minsan mas maganda pa sa low light ng mga cellphone unlike sa GoPro. Kaya whatever you have, yun mo nang gamitin mo. Hindi mo kailangan bumili ng napakamamahal na gadgets tulad ng mga SLR para lang makapag-vlog. You have to remember, it's in your content, it's not in your device.
So, ganun lang kasimple yun. So, right now, if you're starting to vlog, mobile phone is good kasi it's very easy to use, shoot, save, and then you can start right away with editing your content.
Eh, syempre, depende pa rin yan sa content mo. Kung magko-content ka ng mga outdoor, let's say underwater, of course, you'll have to go for a GoPro because this can go underwater. You cannot use your DSLR for underwater shoot or vlog. Phone also, you can also use it. You can also use this for underwater shots if you have the case to go. So this will go underwater.
So, yun na again. All comes down to your content. So, whatever you have right now, we encourage you to utilize and maximize the features of your device. Tip number 2.
Tip number 2. Video editing software. It is also an essential element in creating your YouTube videos. Right after you record yourself, of course, you have to edit your videos. Like there are many free editing videos that you can use, like what?
If you're a Mac user, we have iMovie.
And if you are a PC user, you can also use Movie Maker.
Yes, and of course, we highly encourage everyone to familiar yourself with these 2 free programs kasi almost the same yung format, yung interface nila. So before planning to buy higher or professional software, they play first with the free software.
But like for example, if you already have the budget, if you are getting like paid in YouTube, if you are getting paid to do videos, of course, you have to go on the next level by purchasing or getting a higher level of video editing software like Premiere Pro, or like me, I'm using Premiere Pro and he's using Final Cut Pro.
I'm using Final Cut Pro.
Why do we have to use those kinds of videos editing software?
For me, ginagamit ko siya kasi it has multiple tweaks that you could use to play with your content. So hindi naman hindi siya recommended, but it will give you a space for your creativity to be explored.
Yes, and because those kinds of software, there's no limits in like becoming creative. It's the only thing you need is creativity, and everything is possible in those kinds of software. Tip number 3.
Music. So after layouting your project to your software, napaka-importante ng music because it will dictate the feel, the energy, or the mood of your content.
Yeah, like for example, if you are creating a scary video. Of course, you have to use a scary music and a scary
Background sound effects,
Yes.
mga creepy sound like door or bell or
Yes.
owl.
yes, and also if you are creating a travel blog, travel videos, of course you have to use a laid back music that will set the mood of your video.
Pwede mo rin samahin yun ng mga background effects ng mga ocean, some sound, birds. Add up. It will boost the feel and the mood ng project na ginawa mo.
And also you can always use, there are many free, loyalty free music that you can find online, like in YouTube they have royalty free music. But you can also use, if you are willing to go for a high quality music or audios, you can always pay for like me, I'm using Artlist and he's using
I'm using Epidemic, so on subscribing to those website, they have wide variety of library of sound effects and music na napakadaling ilapat sa mga stories na record mo. So make sure to consider also the music that you have pag nagre-record kayo ng stories or ng project na gusto nyo gawin. Take into consideration yung feel, mood, and vibe na music na gagamitin mo. Okay? Tip number 4!
we have lights or lighting. This is another important element in making a videos because it creates a mood in your video. We have natural light and we have artificial light. Right now we are using artificial light. We have 2 lighters set up. We have the main light or the key light, which is here at the front, and we have another light right there, which is our rim light. You'll see it right here. Another one, we have a light at the back to fill the empty shades in our back, and our lamp right there. We have another light right there. So in making videos, you have to be creative. You have to play with your lights in order for your video to look as good as it gets, in order to catch attention of your viewers.
And another factor for light is natural light. So in natural light, you can use this with shooting indoor. Make sure na nasa malapit ka ng window para pumapasok or nahagip ka ng ilaw from outside. And also utilize yung mga ilaw na available sa room. Pwedeng fluorescent light, lampshade, or any kind of light that you'll find na useful. So be creative kasi you will know how to make it better by playing with your lights.
You don't have to have a lot of lights like what we're using right now. There are ways to make your videos look really good. You can like in one light setup, like this one, you can just add a reflector and it will serve as your secondary light. And another example that you can use is a styrofoam like this. This can also add, this can also be as your secondary light. Like you can see this, see before, after, before. It fills up the light, it adds up dimension to your face. It removes the unwanted stuff on your face. So those things like that, simple things like that, can make a big difference in your video.
Correct.
Last but not the least, tip number 5.
Microphone. So next to your project or quality video is a good audio source. So having a good mic, it will give you a good output for your source. Kasi if manonood ka, distracting yung film or distracting yung visual, basta maganda yung sound quality, naiintindihan mo yung message or yung pinapanood mo. Kahit wala ka dun sa actual scene.
Kaya one very quick tip in creating a full and crisp voice in your video is to keep your mic as close as possible to you, like what we are using right now. If you can see here, our mic is just right here above. So if your mic is as close as this, it will give a really full voice, really crisp voice. Not unlike if your mic is all the way far from you, it will catch all the ambient noises around you. Before we end this video, the equipments that we use may not apply to your type of video. This is just based on what we have and our experience, and this is just based on the content that we are creating. You can always use whatever you have, as simple as you can and as cheap as you can. You don't have to purchase expensive stuff to create a YouTube video. I hope to see you in my next video, and please do not forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And of course, before that, I would like to thank Ryan
Thank you.
for visiting me in my today's video. If you want to subscribe, or please visit his YouTube channel, and you will find it there, right there. Yes. And also, see you next time, and be safe.